I'm Jenna Middaugh. Coming up on 11 News at noon, a man is dead following an early morning stabbing and shooting in Colorado Springs. We have details from police. Plus, Governor Jared Polis gave another update on the coronavirus outbreak in Colorado, what he's saying about students returning to class. And let's take a live look outside. The sun is out today. It's nice to see, but changes are on the way. Meteorologist Christina San Juan is tracking our chance for snow. Join us at noon.
This is KKTV 11 News at noon.
A new coronavirus testing site is coming to our area. Who qualifies and when it's open? Good afternoon and thanks for joining us. I'm Jenna Middaugh. Katie Pelton is working from home today as we work to limit the amount of people here at KKTV in light of the coronavirus concerns. Now let's start with this 11 breaking news alert. Governor Jared Polis addressed the state again this morning, giving us all an update on Colorado's response to the coronavirus outbreak. While students in our area are scheduled to go back to class on March 30th, Polis says it is likely that students might not be returning at all. The state has also started a relief fund that's raised nearly $3 million for recovery efforts. We will have more on what Governor Polis said later on 11 News at 4. This is developing now. A man is dead following a shooting and stabbing in northwest Colorado Springs. This is video of the scene. It happened just before 6 this morning on Winterhawk Circle, that's near Allegheny and Rock Rimmon. Police say there are 2 people who were hurt, one person stabbed and one person shot. Officers say a man was dead when they got there and a woman was taken to the hospital and she is expected to be okay. Police say those 2 people did live together, but they did not say what their relationship is. Now this is being investigated as a homicide. This is new today. One of the most powerful earthquakes in nearly 30 years shook Utah this morning. The 5.7 magnitude earthquake rattled Salt Lake City, cutting off power to tens of thousands of people. It happened around 7 a.m. Inbound flights to Salt Lake International Airport had to be diverted as workers inspected runways for damage. Residents are being told to stay away from the downtown area for now. At least 6 aftershocks were reported within 20 minutes of the first quake. The mayor there is warning more aftershocks are likely. Time now for your No 8 weather with meteorologist Christina San Juan. Christina, it's so nice to see the sun out there today.
Yeah, definitely don't get used to it though.
Thank you, Christina. We'll check in with you then. We have an update now. The coronavirus continues to spread. There are now more than 6,500 confirmed cases in all 50 states, and the death toll has risen to 115. Natalie Brand is at the White House with more about what the Trump administration is doing to combat the pandemic.
President Trump says he's signing the Defense Production Act.
President Trump says he will make an announcement concerning the FDA either later today or tomorrow. The agency oversees coronavirus test kits. We have the latest now on our state's coronavirus numbers. A man in his 70s died yesterday in Weld County, which is in the northern part of the state. Last week, a woman in her 80s died in Colorado Springs. There are now 6 confirmed cases in El Paso County and 183 total cases across the state. Just under 2,000 tests have been completed in Colorado. Local nonprofits are feeling the impact of the coronavirus as well. Care and Share says it's in desperate need of volunteers and donations. Right now, the food bank says it is not accepting food items for health and safety reasons, but people are encouraged to donate money so Care and Share can buy its own food. This past weekend, volunteers put together 3,000 boxes of emergency food for families in need.
What we know is we need food and we need volunteers.
You can find more information about donating money or volunteering over on our website, kktv.com. Just click on that red Find It tab. Starting tomorrow, there will be a coronavirus testing site on Fort Carson. A new center will be opened at Evans Army Community Hospital to offer COVID-19 testing. It's only for TRICARE beneficiaries and their families. People can be screened, tested, and treated for symptoms related to the coronavirus. Patients are asked to bring their Department of Defense ID card and a list of current prescriptions. The center will be open every day from 7 in the morning until 10 at night. We know the situation is changing rapidly when it comes to coronavirus. We have resources like where to get tested and how many confirmed cases are in our state, so you can stay on top of everything that's happening. Just head over to the homepage of our website, kktv.com. The coronavirus is raising concerns for people around the globe, but experts say there's been an unexpected benefit. Coming up on 11 News at noon, how the coronavirus has impacted our planet. But But first, with many people hoping for a check from the federal government, scammers are looking to cash in. We have an 11 call for action alert with what you need to look out for.
You're watching KKTV 11 News with Jenna Middaugh and meteorologist Christina San Juan with your certified most accurate forecast. This is KKTV 11 News at noon.
We have an 11 call for action alert now with the government potentially sending checks to every American because of the coronavirus. We know the scammers are already on their heels. Our 11 call for action team has a warning about what you need to watch out for right now. The Federal Trade Commission is warning that the government will not ask you to pay anything up front to get this money. If anyone asks you to pay for fees or charges, it's a scam. The government will not call to ask you for your social security number, bank account, or credit card. The FTC also warns that the checks are not a reality yet. If a caller tells you they can get you the money right now, it's a scam. The details of the checks are still being worked out. We'll make sure to update you as soon as an official decision is made. You can report scams, fraud, and price gouging to the Colorado Attorney General's office at 800-222-4444. People across the country are being told to give each other some space to help slow the spread of the coronavirus. While grocery stores are still open, busy stores present a problem for seniors and others at high risk. Now, some businesses are offering a solution. Chris Martinez reports.
Shoppers rolled into this Los Angeles grocery store at 7 a.m. for a bit of VIP treatment.
Safeway is also offering a dedicated shopping time for vulnerable customers every Tuesday and Thursday from 7 until 9 a.m. Christina.
Well, here's a look at what we could be dealing with at this time tomorrow. She'll be teaching a virtual weather class through Facebook Live right after this newscast at 12:30 on KKTV's Facebook page. Jenna, we hope lots of people will be tuning in.
Yeah, nice to have a little science lesson when all the kiddos are out of class. Thanks, Christina.
Yes.
The coronavirus pandemic continues to sweep the globe at alarming rates with more than 200,000 confirmed cases. France is one of the latest countries to enforce a total lockdown. Police in Paris set up checkpoints to stop all unnecessary travel amid the growing pandemic. In Italy, the epicenter of the European outbreak, another spike in deaths has brought the coronavirus death toll to more than 2,500. In the UK, pubs, restaurants, and theaters are now closed. Businesses are relying on the government to rescue them. The Prime Minister unveiled a $400 billion stimulus package.
We must act like any wartime government.
Chinese authorities say they've approved the start of clinical trials for a vaccine to fight COVID-19. A research facility in Seattle has also started a similar trial, but scientists say even if successful, it could take up to 18 months to get that vaccine to the public. While people around the world are worried about the coronavirus, experts say there is an unexpected benefit. Because people are staying inside and businesses have shut down, emissions are falling, which is helping the planet. In one Chinese province, the average number of good quality air days increased 21.5% in February compared to the same period last year. SpaceX launched its Falcon 9 rocket today. It lifted off just after 6-hour time from Kennedy Space Center. And if you joined us for 11 News this morning, you were able to watch this live on our show. It's pretty cool to see. The rocket was carrying 60 Starlink satellites. The launch was originally scheduled for Sunday, but was delayed because of a problem with one of the engines. Nearly 300 satellites have been sent up so far, but the plan is to get thousands into Earth's low orbit and eventually beam cheap, high-speed broadband around the world through Starlink. Many Americans are feeling a pinch in their wallets in the midst of all the coronavirus concerns. Coming up on 11 News at noon, what you can do to make sure all your finances are in order. We have the latest now. Former Vice President Joe Biden appears to be widening his lead in the Democratic presidential primary. Yesterday, 3 states, rather than the scheduled 4, went ahead with polling amid concerns over the coronavirus pandemic. Biden picked up all 3 states that held primaries yesterday. At the end of the night, Biden and Senator Bernie Sanders live streamed to voters, stressing the importance of leadership during this current health and economic crisis.
You know, tackling this pandemic is a national emergency.
It is imperative that we stand together.
5 states have rescheduled presidential primaries, and others are considering doing the same. The Democratic National Committee is now urging the remaining primary states to allow all registered voters to send in their ballots by mail. For now, Sanders does not plan to drop out of the race, but is reassessing his campaign. This is developing now. Many Americans woke up in their new home offices today as the coronavirus closes more businesses across the country. The new normal is causing many families to feel new financial pressures and a lot of uncertainty. CBS News business analyst Jill Schlesinger has some thoughts on how families can cope.
So if you're feeling crunched by the virus, here's what's important to remember.
This is developing now. A new study suggests brain inflammation may play a bigger role in dementia than previously thought. Researchers say the findings offer hope that some types of dementia can be treated. Brain scans of patients with 3 different kinds of dementia revealed the more neuroinflammation in each part of the brain, the more buildup of damaging proteins. Researchers looked at a dozen brains donated after death to confirm the link they saw in the scans. We'll be right back. A group of young Irish dancers aren't letting the coronavirus keep them off their feet. Even though the studio is closed and their performances are canceled, the team is still practicing their steps over video. Their instructor leads from her home.
They were all just happy to have something to do today that involved their community.
Now, even though it's not a perfect solution, the dancers are taking it all in stride. And we want to remind you that today, right after this broadcast, meteorologist Sydney Jackson will be doing a Facebook Live weather class. As you know, our meteorologists visit a lot of schools every year to do in-person talks, but because many schools are closed right now, we're bringing the school talk to you. Kiddos and science lovers, be sure to tune into our Facebook page and bring your questions. It'll start right at 12:30. Thanks so much for watching. Remember, we're your breaking news and weather leader. We'll see you back here for 11 News at 4.